Next, I'd like to ask Colonel Robert Barton to come up and read to us the Gettysburg Address. Colonel Barton.
Almost 145 years ago, the Battle of Gettysburg was fought at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Can you hear me? Almost 145 years ago, the Battle of Gettysburg was fought at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. And a few months after the battle, on November 19, 1863, at the dedication of the National Cemetery at Gettysburg, Abraham Lincoln uttered the following profound words, which have since been called the Gettysburg Address. The Gettysburg Address, November 19, 1863. 87 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We have met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether unfitting that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a birth of freedom, and that government of the people, for the people, and by the people shall not perish from the earth.
Thank you, Colonel Barton. I'd like to now ask Junie Dugas to come up. We're going to ask her to sing God Bless America. Junie's going to sing the first verse once through, and then would like everyone to please join in on the second verse. Junie?
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam.
Thank you, Junie.